Good afternoon and welcome to the afternoon session of Cluster 6 trainings of trainers on learning management sessions. I hope that all of you had a good lunch break and a short rest. How about you, ma'am? Nakapag pananghalian na po ba kayo?
Yes naman, Sir Jess, kahit papano, I had a short break somehow. Sana ikaw din.
Ay, huwag kayong mag-alala, ma'am. Busog na busog po ako. And for our viewers, sana po ay nakakain kayo before tayo mag-webinar for this afternoon. Kasi nga, mabusog tayo intellectually after this. So, well,
That's right, Sir Jess. And to all our viewers, let us not forget to like our official Facebook page. That's Cluster 6 News Center. And para naman sa ating YouTube channel, we have Cyber Guro. Ayan.
And don't forget po to answer or to comply with the attendance sheet na nandyan sa inyong screen. Again, nandito po yung link para sa attendance for this afternoon. And I do hope na magawa niyo ito ng paraan kasi po until 3 p.m. lang po natin i-open yung ating attendance. And now, live na live, let us all together witness our nationalistic song by Noemi Andrade Panya of Santo Niño National High School.
Kung ang tinig mo'y di naririnig, ano nga bang halaga ng buhay sa daigdig? Darating ba ang isang iyon at magbabago ang panahon kung ang bawat pagdaing ay laging pabulong? Aanhin ko pa dito sa mundo ang mga matang nakikita ay di totoo. May ngiting luhang likuran at pag-asang tanong ay kailan, bakit di natin isabog ang pagmamahal? Sundan mo ng tanaw ang buhay, mundo ay punan mo ng saya't gawing makulay. Iisa lang ang ating lahi, isa lang ang ating lipi. Bakit di pagmamahal ang ialay mo? Pangunawang tunay ang siyang nais ko, ang pagdamay sa kapwa ay nandyan sa palad mo. Di ba't ang gabi ay mayroong wakas, pagkatapos ng dilim ay may liwanag. Araw ay agad nasisikat, iilawan ang ating landas ng magkaisa, bawat nating pangarap. Sundan mo ng tanaw ang buhay, mundo ay punan mo ng saya't gawing makulay. Iisa lang ang ating lahi, isa lang ang ating lipi. Bakit di pagmamahal ang ialay mo? Pangunawang tunay ang siyang nais ko, ang pagdamay sa kapwa ay nandyan sa palad mo. Sundan mo ng tanaw ang buhay, mundo ay punan mo ng saya't gawing makulay. Iisa lang ang ating lahi, iisa lang ang ating lipi. Bakit di pagmamahal ang ialay mo? Pangunawang tunay ang siyang nais ko. Ang pagdamay sa kapwa'y nandyan sa palad mo.
Okay, once again, thank you, teachers, for that very soulful nationalistic song and as well for that energizing icebreaker. And now, this time, let us hear a message of inspiration by one of our assistant schools division superintendent. Let us welcome Dr. Emma A. Camporidondo. Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, everyone. To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Rinaldo Viniena, our assistant schools division superintendent, Dr. Basilio Manaay, our CID chief, Dr. Alma Cifra, and our SGOD chief, Dr. Teresita Del Valle, our education program supervisors in attendance, our PSDS of Cluster 6, my good friend, Dr. Jan Galan, to our school heads of Cluster 6, teachers and trainees, trainers, good afternoon to all of us. Last March of 2020, as we approach the end of the school year 2019-2020, We were expecting to have another face to face learning in 2020-21. However, we were ready with the situation that did not come because on March 2020, things changed. Recent restrictions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic have accelerated, and now there is a need for a platform where teachers can conduct online classes for learners who have access to internet whenever face-to-face classes are not yet allowed. As such, we in the Department of Education, specifically our division of Davao City, is preparing ourselves for learning management system. It can be used by teachers and learners who would like to adopt online classes as the modality from which learning would be delivered. Our learning management system is a software, and we are having a training for that. Every one of us is heading through it. We are ready. We are preparing. In fact, our local government, as one of our stakeholders, with the leadership of our good mayor, Sara Duterte, has just approved our supplemental budget number 1, which includes, among others, prepaid Wi-Fi for teachers, and 32 Rhizo machines for use in the second quarter reproduction of modules, and USB for students using digital modular distance learning. And the big bulk of the budget is for the reproduction of our modules and student learning materials. This is the normal nowadays. This is normal. This is it. As we embrace this new technology and new situation, I am expressing my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to all our teachers who are here today, giving out their best, sparing their time and energy in preparation for our August 24 classes. With that, I'd like to leave you this line that I also posted on my Facebook. It is not who you were in the past. It is who you are now. It is not where you are from. It's where you are going to. It's not what you want. It is what you work for. To our teachers, let us carry on as we work for our students and for our country. Like a good soldier, let us face the challenge with all preparations, honing our skills, our expertise, and giving our energy para sa bata at para sa bayan. Onward, teachers, carry on. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Again, thank you, ma'am, for that very heartwarming and inspirational message. Again, that was Dr. Emma Camporedondo, one of our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent.
That's right, Sir Jess. Indeed, there is no other way but to always move forward. So, what's
Mhm.
next, Sir
So
Jess?
for this portion or for this time, may I call on Dr. Darwin Z. Polido to recognize the top 5 Day 3 AM Watch advocates. Sir?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to our participants. So today we are going to award Watch Advocates for the AM session of today's webinar. So here are the names. We have from Los Amigos National High School, Ma'am Bolong Daryl Joy T. And we also have from Mintal Comprehensive High School, Ma'am Nukum Roslyn N. So again, to the Watch Awardees for the morning session, Congratulations, and once again, good afternoon. Back to you, Sir Jazz and Ma'am Ira.
Yes, Dr. Darwin, thank you very much. And once again, congratulations to our watch advocates. At this time, we shall continue with our afternoon breakout session. Again, we will have three different breakout sessions for this afternoon, one for the elementary level, another for the junior high school level, and of course, our senior high school level. And it would also be the same that the senior high school teachers would have to remain in this virtual session you are in right now.
Okay, that's correct, ma'am. And also for the links for the breakout sessions for elementary and junior high school, you can use these links down below. And as well as we'll be giving all of the participants with about 2 to 3 minutes to transfer to your respective virtual sessions. Thank you.
That's right, Sir Jazz. Again, we would like to remind everyone, for those who have not yet registered for today's attendance, we also have our attendance link below that's running on your screens right now.
Okay, and again, we would like to acknowledge the effort and expertise of our technical working group and production team made up of the ICT teachers and specialists of the different schools in Cluster 6.
And of course, Sir Jazz, let us not forget our training management team, headed by none other than our Cluster 6 Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Janito Ogalan, along with the members of the different school heads of Cluster 6. Thank you very much. Ayan. Hopefully, our teachers are already in their respective virtual sessions.
Okay,
May
and also,
pa-shoutout po ba tayo? Yes,
tignan
Sir
natin,
Jazz?
ma'am. Okay, from Sir Gemma Prantar, Ma'am Ira, regards po sa bangs.
Ayan. Hi, Sir Gemar, one of our BTS or behind-the-scenes photographer, along with Sir Juneri. Ayan. And happy birthday nga po pala kay Ma'am Maya Mosqueda, our SPED teacher in Mental Comprehensive High School. Happy birthday, ma'am.
Ma'am, may pa-shoutout pa po si Sir Gemma.
Pwede sample sa kanta, Ma'am Ira, bago mag-breakout session. Parang tinalo na po tayo ni Ma'am kanina eh. Okay na po yun. Alright. May ibang comment pa po ba? Questions or shoutouts?
Okay, here, galing kay Sir Joelito Mante. Good afternoon sa lahat ng teachers of Cluster 6. Good afternoon din po, sir.
Good afternoon, Sir Jolito. And then we have 2D. I think it's Sir 2D. Good afternoon. On behalf of Matina Biao National High School, I salute Cluster 6 for this LMS training. Indeed, a big help to us teachers in this new normal of education. Ayan. Good afternoon din po, Sir 2D. So I
Okay,
guess
baka meron pa.
ayan, meron pa pala, Sir
Okay,
Jazz.
okay, ma'am. From SJ Maglana. Ah, puro caps lock lahat. Pa-shout out sa Takunan National High School Teaching Force headed by Ma'am Helen G. Reyno.
Yes, one of the powerhouse cluster or dep heads or school heads of Cluster 6, we have Ma'am Helen G. Reyno. Ayan. Any other shout-outs pa po? Mukhang wala
Okay,
na. Okay na po
wala na.
siguro, Sir Jazz.
So again, announcement lang po. We have the different links for the junior high school and as well as for the elementary. And for the senior high school, dito lang po tayo. Wait lang po tayo dito for a few minutes and we'll start with a breakout session.
All right, I guess that is all for this afternoon. See you in your respective virtual sessions. Bye for now.
Okay, once again, good afternoon sa ating lahat. Paalala lang po, okay, again, ang mananatili lang po rito ay mga teachers na nasa senior high school. For the different or for the other teachers, specifically yung nasa elementary at junior high school, meron ba kayong nabigyan or may nabigyan po kayo ng mga links for that? Now, shout out tayo sa ilan nating mga viewers dito sa ating live session. Okay, from Judah Baon, basta tagakpan, gwapong principal. Also, we have from Mariel Limbago, good afternoon from Carmen Integrated School. Good afternoon din po, ma'am. Next, we have from Ingrid Bermoy, good afternoon po. Pa-shoutout po ng happy birthday kay Ma'am Vania de la Peña and Ma'am Early Dero. Again, Ma'am Vania and Ma'am Early, happy birthday. Next, we have from Maricel Manliguez Sevilla, go Ma'am Noem from Tacunan National High School. Baka mayroon pang shoutout dyan, tingnan natin. Okay, from Sir Jemar Prantar, wow, change outfit ang host. Okay, next, baka mayroon pa tayong ibang gustong magpasighi ng kanilang damdamin. Okay, from Margie Villafuerte, wow, golden voice, Ma'am Noem. Oh, ang daming fans ni Ma'am Noem. Oh, nandito na si Ma'am. Good afternoon, Ma'am.
Sir, good afternoon. Ayan. Mhm.
Baka may mga shoutouts pa tayo dyan. Tingnan natin.
Okay, we have another one, Sir Jazz, from Sir Ronald Basho. Good afternoon from Tacunan National High School. Magandang hapon po sa ating mga kaguruan dyan sa Tacunan National High School.
Okay, meron pang isa mula kay Mary Ann Hernale or Gernale. Good luck, Ma'am Erma.
From Ma'am Annie Montenegro. Good afternoon, everyone. Still watching from Emilio J. Estepona National High School. Ayan.
Okay, from Bem Bimbina. Good afternoon, teachers with 3 smile faces.
Hi, Ma'am Bem. Ayan. Mhm.
Okay. So I think we're already ready para sa ating third simulation. Now again, to continue with the third simulation, may we request our webinar director to please project on screen the recorded video of our third simulator, Engineer Kim Ravida of Tukbok National High School.
Good day. I am Engineer Kim Ravida, Special Science Teacher 1 of Dugbuk National High School. Today, I will be presenting a brief, simple, and a realistic presentation on how classes may look like using the learning management system for the academic subject Contemporary Philippine Arts from the regions. So, the mode of my class will be synchronous or real time. However, as opposed to what some of you may be thinking, the real-time interaction will not take place for the entire session, but rather it will happen in the onset of the lesson using a teleconferencing app just to set the lesson and to provide directions for the learners. A real-time session will also happen in the end part to solicit reactions or to respond to some questions requiring actual teacher-learner interaction. And in between those times will be a period of independent work. Why? Because lessons organized using the learning management system can be designed to be self-directed. So before I begin my simulation, allow me to share my screen for a review of my lesson. Okay, so the first part includes a label which contains of course the lesson title. Then I also added an introductory video just to welcome the learners, especially those who are not able to attend the live session. Then, of course, are the learning objectives, which will set the learning targets for today. It includes the content standard, performance standard, and the most essential learning competency, which was further unpacked into specific objectives. Then, what we have here is a motivational activity entitled Juggle the Puzzle. So, let's try to see what's inside. So practically, this is just a word search puzzle which I have embedded from an external website. The idea is that since the LMS is an open platform, you can actually integrate anything in it on top of the tools that it already has. Okay, so going back, after the motivation activity, I also included a short audio file just to check on the learners once they are through with the activity. One of the challenges nowadays is to check on the learners and to keep them engaged, even without the actual presence of the teacher. Then we also have here analysis or process questions, just to think about what has transpired during the motivation activity. The analysis or process questions, I utilized a form activity just to know what the learners have been thinking during their motivational activity. So it includes a question where the learners can key in their answers just by simply clicking the reply button. Then proceeds the lesson content. So again, I have embedded another external tool, and this is actually a Prezi presentation, which I suppose is already familiar for some of our teachers. So after they are through reading the material, they can proceed with our activity. So let us see our activity. For the activity, I merely made up a worksheet using Microsoft Word, so the learners can simply download this template, key in their answers, and re-upload for submission. So they will be submitting their files in the same page. Going back, once they're through with the activity, they will be able to access a page containing an abstraction or a summary of the entire lesson. After this, they will be able to engage with a short quiz just to check on their understanding. Then, once they are through, a Zoom meeting link is provided where they will be regathered for some consultations, reactions, or questions. So, that has been the preview of our lesson, and we shall begin with our simulation. Good morning, everyone. Before we begin today's class, let us ask the blessing of the Almighty as we pray. So let us bow down our heads. Dear Lord, once again, we are truly grateful for the gift of life, blessings, and another opportunity to gather in this platform to learn things. As we start our lesson, may we ask for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to make this day fruitful and meaningful. This we ask in your most precious and highly exalted name. We pray. Amen. Good morning once again. Thank you. First of all, I am glad that you're all safe and were able to attend our class this morning. It's also good to see that everybody is present. So I suppose that you're really looking forward for our class today. So without further ado, our topic will be about national artists. So to learn about this topic, I have provided a series of activity which you can access using the learning management system. So at around 10 a.m. in the morning, we will be regathering in this platform to entertain your questions and reactions. So if you're prepared, I will be leaving for the moment so you can start your own learning adventure. So see you later.
Recording. 3, 2, 1. Okay. LMS. So, mag-login ako. Okay. Mag-klase mo password login. Okay. Sulit ako. So, where to go? My courses. My courses. There. CPAR by Sir Kim Ravida. This is it. Okay. August 24, August 30, National Artist. To learner. Introductory video.
Hi, good day. How are you doing while away from school? I know you missed the school, the friends, the grounds, and the chit-chats about vacation. And of course, the warm welcome of the teachers. Well, this will be our new normal for the moment, with the country's top priority is your health. So, just stay at home and continue learning while away from school.
Okay, thank you, Sir Kim. Check. Let's learn this. Lesson objectives. Content standard. The learner demonstrates understanding of the significant roles of artists from the regions. Performance standard. The learner creates avenues to advocate the arts from the different regions. Learning competencies. Explains Filipino artists' roles and identify their contribution to contemporary art. Okay. Specific objectives. Identify the contribution of Filipino artists. Okay, sir. In literature, film, and broadcasting arts. Number 2, explain the role of Filipino artists in society. Okay. So what's this? Let's try this. Motivation. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Motivation, juggle, the power. Click the first and the last character of the items you find. Okay, let's try this. Entertainer, philosopher, pragmatist, historian, visionary, teacher. Okay, visionary. Click first letter and the last. Okay. Okay, teacher. Upside down. Entertainer. Entertainer. Philosopher. Entertainer. Okay. How about historian? Oh, philosopher. There. Philosopher. Historian. Where are you? Historian. And pragmatist. Historian and pragmatist. Okay, historian. Pragmatist. Pragmatist. P. Oh, right there. Pragmatist. What's pragmatist? Yay! Okay. Jump to okay. I'm done with this. What's this? Okay. So analysis process question. Let's study this. Lesson content. National artist. Okay. Topic 1. The artist. As a teacher. Okay. As a teacher, the artist touches the emotion and the experiences of the audience in order to reaffirm his beliefs, thus creating a new learning about his own society. Okay, the artist is a teacher. Artist as a philosopher. Every individual is a product of his society. His experiences are consolidated over time and develop into a philosophy. That's something he believes in about life, struggle, love, freedom, etc. The content of the masterpiece or the message is the philosophy of the artist itself. These are some examples. Okay. Great philosophers. The artist as a visionary. The artist as visionary is someone who sees the future through his present. Okay. He creatively puts into words his own longing for the future, his dreams and his desires. He presents the writing or the film to the audience to influence their thoughts about the future of the things that are unseen. Okay, visionary. The artist as historian. In a contemporary society, we see history as painted, carved, drawn, and written in a formation that encrypts messages. In the Philippines, for example, Spanish colonization, abuses, and suppressions were pictured out in the love story of Lorante and Laura, and in cultural scenario of Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusteros. Artist as an entertainer. To entertain is to make the audience experience another state of perspective different from the reality. In broadcast and radio drama, Ang Manok ni San Pedro by veteran dramaturgo Esteban Escudero made every listener laugh of his lines and forgets the tiresome labor in the farms and households. The dialogue phrases become daily jokes and punchlines in the market, in schools and gatherings, bringing hilarity in the Visayan and some Mindanaoans region. At times, it helps ordinary folks overlook daily problems momentarily. Okay. The artist as pragmatist. Overall, an artist and his work will never be obsolete because he is a creator. His forte or strength is on the practical applications of knowledge and idea of new techniques and styles that create another style which speaks of him and the people he represents. He studied the community where he is, combines inspirations, tests his judgment, and produces pieces relevant to the time being. As a pragmatist, an artist is a combination of different roles. Okay, combination of different roles. Okay, visionary, the one who aims for this. Okay. National artist. Sige. Let's do this activity, organize and discuss. 2, 1. Let's do this activity, organize and discuss. Accomplish the attached activity template. Re-upload the same document, file name, format activity, then so on. Okay, Sir Kim. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Submission status na attempt. Okay, wala pa papasa. Okay. Okay, mag-answer sa to. So, this is it. Okay, this is it. Enable editing. So, ito. Okay. First role is teacher. Teacher. Hmm. The importance of as teacher. Touches the emotion and the experience of the of the audience in order audience. Number 2, philosopher. Philosopher ba? Oh, philosopher lagi. Philosopher. Basta ganito. Importance of issue. Individual ano? His experience. His experience are consolidated over time and develop philosophy. Number 3, visionary. Someone who sees the picture through his present. He presents sama to. Ano na lang concept. He presents hard film to the audience to influence their thoughts. about the future. Where things unseen. Okay. So, itong sunod. This is the historian. Pangalan ko. Hmm. Wala. Wait lang. Check that out. So the historian, he depicts history in his own art, for example, painting, carving, sculpting. Number 5, what's that one? Entertainer. Entertainer. To make the audience experience another state of perspective. Perspective different from the reality. Okay. Logs. Kanyo medyo wala kayo ko. Kini kayo medyo wala kayo na ko guys. Saan pragmatist? Pragmatist. What is something pragmatist? Sige nito. Medyo dapat ko guys. Pragmatist. Combination na nata ito. Magmama nata ng pragmatist. Tama na. Control, save. Save as file. Save as photo. Desktop lang. Activity. LaGuardia. Save. Okay. Add submission. Files, upload a file, choose a file, desktop. Uploading file. So save changes. There. Pasan ako, Sir Kim, ha? Look, kapulay na to. Okay. Summary. Okay, naroon din. There are 6 roles of artists in the society, which are their control to development of contemporary arts. The arts as teacher, philosopher, a visionary, historian, an entertainer, and a pragmatist. The artist as a teacher enhances audience experience and thoughts. Artist as philosopher communicates to the audience. Artist as visionary allows the reader, viewers, and audience to perceive a high and more perfect ideal reality. The artist as historian promotes cultural and historical background of community. The artist as entertainer brings pleasure or delight. The artist as pragmatist consolidate concept and resources to present in a combination of different tools. Okay. Okay. So, napay-test. Sige. Atang quiz now. Which of the following statements below describe an artist as a teacher? Some who tap a desk to make message more personal, someone who brings past to the future, someone who communicate a message who bring past to the future. A. Next. Okay, 3 items under there. Which of the following statements below describe an artist as pragmatist? Actions. A. Someone who shows the future. B. Someone who showed important lesson in past two arts. I guess one man ata ni historian. Ay, vision. Oh, not historian. Someone who pulls audience to others reality is entertainer. Someone who uses resources available in the world. This one. Letter D. Number 3. Which of the following statements below describe as entertainer? Someone who puts his idea of purposing using available resources. Someone who framed the future and saw it in the present generation. Someone who magnifies the past being present to the present generation. Someone who take audience to another perspective. This one. Ano siya? Okay, finish. Submit all and finish. Submit confirmation once you submit. Sure na to. Final na to. Okay. Your answer is correct. Okay. Uy. Number 2. Okay, your answer is correct. And number 3. Okay. Yes. Woo! I got the perfect score.
Welcome back, everybody. So, how's the lesson?
It was fun and challenging.
Wow, that's good to hear. So, I'm glad that you have learned something and had fun. So, how about some questions or difficulties during the activities?
Sir,
Yes, Zeph, please turn on your video. So, what's your question?
I'm not sure, sir, if I have understood what is a pragmatist is. What is it anyway?
Well, that is a good question. The key phrase there is practical application. A pragmatist is somebody who can use his talents or what he knows into something useful and relevant. So, was I able to answer your question?
Yes, sir. Very clear. Thank you.
Very well. I suppose there are no more questions, but should you have more questions later on, please feel free to post them on the forum that I have created in our course. So that's it for the moment. See you tomorrow and keep safe.
Okay, good afternoon once again, Sir Jazz. All right, so to help us or for him to elaborate more his simulation, help me welcome on screen, live on screen, our fourth simulator and last simulator for today, Engineer Kim Ravida of Tugbook National High School. And together with him is Sir Zephyrus LaGuardia, still from Tugbook National High School. Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
So, sir, kamusta po kayo dyan? Let's start with Sir Kim.
All right,
Yes, the
we're very
teacher.
fine here. We're very well. It's a great afternoon
Uh-huh.
here.
Okay, maganda pakinggan. And ang nakakatawa rin is the tables have turned kasi po kanina as I was the junior high school simulator, si Sir Kim po yung nag-interview sa akin and now I'll be
Yeah,
interviewing him.
it's your
Yeah,
turn
the
now, Sir
table took turn.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, sir, may mga gusto ka bang i-share sa ating mga viewers ngayon? Any insights or realizations when it comes to online teaching?
Okay, so before I answer that question, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the people who are behind the simulation that I have just presented. So first of all, I would like to thank Ma'am Lisari Bargayo for the self-directed learning module, which has served as the framework for my lesson exemplar. And of course, to Sir Zephyrus John Laguardia, also known as Sir Buboy, who enacted the role of the student. Now, siguro for some insights, probably we are being apprehensive right now, or we are facing some difficulties in using the learning management system. Probably because of two reasons. First is that teachers need technical preparations or technical knowledge in order to operate the learning management system. But I suppose that is the reason why we are doing the cluster six training of trainers today in order for us or in order to capacitate ourselves on the use of this platform. And another thing is that probably there is a sense of ano parang tawag niyan difficulty kasi since nawala na po yung face-to-face learning, parang nabawasan po ng sense of interactivity, di ba? Kasi wala na po yung
Yes.
teacher in front of the students. However, that can still be addressed by organizing your lessons very well using the learning management system. Kasi nga, kahit nga nandyan ka sa harap ng mga students mo, if ayaw nila yung task, hindi talaga nila yung gagawin. But if you have prepared a well-organized material, then for sure, kahit walang teacher dyan, they will be able to perform the task. So I guess that's one important insight that our teachers should hear.
Mm-hmm. So if I'm not mistaken, Sir Kim, di ba, we do have these two types of learning, online learning, that's synchronous and asynchronous. Before your simulation, we've had Sir David, and Sir David actually simulated um, asynchronous. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Sir Kim, yours was a combination of synchronous and asynchronous,
Yes,
right?
somehow it is
Yes,
a combination.
yes,
Because on my perspective, it is really difficult to conduct a
true.
purely synchronous session using the learning management system. Because, for example, if you will be having 50 students in your class, how are you gonna monitor, or how will you be able to monitor every screen of those students? So probably, since the learning management is designed to be self-directed, so I suppose you should take advantage, or teachers can take advantage of those abilities or those features. So you can blend the synchronous method as long as the asynchronous using the LMS.
Yes, true. So just a review to our teacher participants once again. Synchronous learning is online learning or distance education that happens in real time. Okay, so that's
Real
face to
time.
face, just like what our first simulator had shown. And the asynchronous occurs through online channels, just like what Sir Kim have presented on the latter part of his simulation. Okay, now, Sir Kim, thank you so much for that one. We'd like to ask you some questions, but let's try to ask your student who acted as your student
Okay.
earlier. So, Sir Zephyrus, please correct me if I'm wrong. Zephyrus or Zephyrus, sir? How do you
Zephyrus, ma'am.
pronounce your name? Zephyrus. None of the
Zephyrus.
above. Zephyrus. All right, sir. This is actually our request earlier this morning because we want to hear the side of the students because it'd be better if we're going to hear them, right? So the presentation of Sir Kim was very well thought about. As you can see, there are a lot of activities which are actually just appropriate. But on your end, sir, how was it? How was the experience as a whole?
As a perspective as a learner, ma'am, the LMS itself is um interactive. At the same time,
Yeah.
if as a learner, if we if anong tawag if marunong tayo mag-navigate through LMS, computer equipped tayo, ICT equipped students, is very easy lang, ma'am, and very accessible. Ang accessibility, ang navigation through LMS is very
Yes.
easy.
Yes,
So,
and as what we have observed on the simulation of Sir Kim, there are actually some directions and guides, di ba, sir, yung recorded
yeah.
na video para to check on the students whether they're
Mm,
catching up or na left behind na ba
mm.
sila. So thank you so much, Sir Zippers. I guess Sir Jazz has some questions.
Well, a while ago, Sir Kim, inilahan niya kanina yung isa sa mga challenges, which is
Yes.
nawawala na yung face-to-face na interaction. Pero napapalitan siya as long as nagiging passionate yung teacher. Tama ba, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. And
Mhm.
again, dyan po papasok yung creativity ni teacher kung paano niya i-organize yung lessons niya para
Mhm.
maging interactive pa rin kahit mawala na yung face-to-face as of the moment.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
glad to
So
hear
your
that, sir.
Yes, we just want to clarify, sir. Is it every day or just like once a week? Your plan of
Okay, it depends
asynchronous.
po. Okay, it depends po on the learning continuity plan that is institutionalized by your school. But of course, since this is just a sample, pwede mong gawin yung synchronous before and after, then do the asynchronous in between. Or baka pwedeng just once a week mag
Mm-hmm.
synchronous just to set the directions for the
Mm-hmm.
entire week. Then check them on the
And
last
follow
part.
up.
Kasi it is yes po, kasi we have to consider that not all our students are connected or have
Yes, have
subscribed
access to
to
internet.
internet packages.
Truth. Okay, thank you for that clarification, sir. So, anything else, Sir Jazz?
Mm. Tanong lang po for Sir Zephyros. Tama ba, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir Zephyros, aside sa yung mga sinabi po ni Sir Kim kanina, ano pa kaya yung mga challenges o ano yung mga challenges na feeling mo mangyayari when it comes to sabihin natin nag-o-online class na tayo as of now?
Yes,
In
sir.
what perspective, sir? As student or as teacher?
As a
Um, y- uh,
student.
as a teacher po, kung pwede.
As a, possible encounter is internet connection, connectivity.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, yung weather, depende, di ba, mag-change yung connectivity to weather. At the same time, sa student mo na end, so may mga possibilities na magka-catch up na lang sila sa klase nila kasi hindi sila naka-online that time, baka walang load or wala silang connection. At the same
Mm-hmm.
time, ano din sir, gadgets or mga equipments for learning. So if ever wala silang either laptops or cameras, so limited lang ang sa ano.
Baka may gustong idagdag si Sir Kim.
Yes, Sir Kim. Follow up lang po sa
Regarding for that.
question ni Sir Jazz po. Meron po ba kayong mga pwede ma-introduce or ma-recommend na mga sites or applications that our senior high school teachers can just visit para po sa kanilang supplemental activities, just like what you did earlier, sir?
Okay, so that's a good question. Practically, first of all, the learning management itself is filled with tools and applications. If you can visit the HP5 section, marami talaga yung laman. However, baka hindi lang po tayo familiar pa because this is something new. So, as you can see dun po sa ginawa kong simulation, ang mga ginamit ko po are mga tools na familiar sa mga teachers like Prezi, I guess na alam po yan ng karamihan. The Microsoft Word na worksheet. Hindi po ba marunong naman po lahat
Yeah.
siguro gumamit ng Microsoft Word. And yung isa, yung puzzle, that is actually from an external site which has just been embedded into the LMS. Since the LMS is an open platform, it can accept anything as long as there is a code for it. So, yun po yung kagandahan ni LMS. It is an open learning platform. So, pwede nyo pa rin
Yeah.
gawin yung mga ginagawa nyo dati as a startup. Then, siguro if nasanay na tayo, then we can explore the tools that are inside the learning management system.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for that one, for clarifying that part, Sir Kim. All right. Anything else? Wala bang
Alright,
mga comment from our viewers? Yes. Yes,
by the way
sir.
lang po, there was a message na dumating sa akin.
Yes, sir.
So gusto ko lang po talagang I would just like to greet the teachers from Tugbok National High School, especially the senior high school, lalong-lalo na po si Sir Jerry Hermosilla, who's watching actively right now, live from Bangkerohan, Davao City. So nagpag-greet na siya. Ayun, lumabas talaga
Ayan,
yung comment ni
we have
Sir.
one. Ayan. So, from J. Paco Hermosilla, maayong hapon sa tanan. Nice one, Sir Kim Rapida. We are so proud of you here from Tugbuk National High School, Senior High School faculty. Ayan.
Okay. How about kay Sir Zephyros? Baka meron siyang gustong i-greet or i-shoutout man lang?
Ano na lang, Sir Basilio. Thank you for supporting us kay Sir Yolando Cortez, sa aming principal sa Tumpok National High School and the junior high school faculty and staff. So that's all may hapon sa tanan.
Okay. Well, thank you for that one, Sir Zephyros. Siya nga
Yeah.
pala, Sir Zephyros, cool yung pangalan mo, sir, no? Kasi galing siya sa Greek god of the West Wind, kung hindi ako
Yes,
nagkakamali.
Zephyros.
yes sir.
Okay. Sana may pangalan akong ganun.
Okay, so let's try to sum it up. Just a bit or a short learning insights or experiences or significant like tips baka mo sa ating mga viewers upon preparing for their LMS for our students? Let's start with Sir Kim Ravida.
Okay, so ganito po yan. Siguro to sum everything up, we are facing right now a new platform. However, gaya ng Facebook, nakaya rin naman natin na dati walang smartphone. So ang kailangan lang po talaga natin as of the moment is practice and exploration. And if we continue with that, for sure we will get accustomed with the use of the learning management system. So laban Japan or laban Pinas lang po mga teachers.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. How about Sir Zephyrus?
Tips for teachers, explore lang. Actually, it's just like Sir Kim said, para lang siyang profile sa Facebook which you can add contents or details for your students. Practice lang, navigate more, explore more. Like Sir Kim, may mga add-ons pa or mga activities inside LMS which are interactive. Same time, let's deal with
Yes.
it na yung sabay din yung connectivity natin sa internet at saka yung server natin.
Ayun. Maraming salamat,
Okay.
sir. Dapat maging
So,
katulad tayo ni Dora. Tama ba, ma'am?
yes,
Yeah.
Dora the Explorer. So just now, as I was scrolling on my phone, I found this theme. I think it's fitting to share this with you, both our teacher and our student. So that the day we stop exploring is the day we commit ourselves to live in a stagnant world, devoid of curiosity, empty of dreams, according to Neil deGrasse Tyson. So I think it's just fitting to share this with you, with your
Thank
learning
you.
insights. Thank you so much, Sir Zephyrus and Sir Kim Ravida. And we have here a message from Sir Jolito Mante. Good job, Sir Kim and Sir Buboy from Cluster 6 ICT team. Ayan. Okay.
Okay, so once again, we have Sir Kim and Sir Zephros from Tugbok National High School.
And there's a question
Mm.
before we exit them both. From Sir Daniel or Daniel O. Sevillano. I don't know if it's a question or it's just a rhetorical. I'm not sure. Why do we insist on LMS while Messenger Room is quite easy to use? This is actually
Oh.
somehow related to an article that I have read last night that was published, I think, around 6:57 p.m. from Philstar. Yes, it says here that actually from ACT po, ACT Teachers ba yan siya? ACT. Yes, Alliance of, what is the meaning of ACT once again? Yes, ACT.
Alliance of
Lines for
Concerned
concern.
Alliance
Teachers.
of Concerned Teachers, yes.
Mm.
It says here that to DepEd and the rest of the Duterte administration, your time is up to prove that we can safely open classes on August 24 and every child's right to accessible and quality education will be guaranteed. And also, some part of the article says that we're not ready now. So how about it? I mean, what can you say about it? They made mention of the preparation time, especially for those teachers that let's say seasoned, or they would term it as parang medyo baka mahirapan na ma-introduce yung sa online. So what can you say to this? I mean, their perspective about LMS, just to uplift their idea about it. You know.
Experience. Okay, actually that's quite an intriguing question. So bakit pa nga ba natin ini-insist ang LMS na we are facing difficulty right now? So ganito po siguro yan. DepEd is preparing us for something better. Bakit? Because just like the K to 12, if we have not started it, then kailan pa tayo mag-adjust? So kailangan we have to start at some point. No, ngayon, if you will try to consider this, ito kasing LMS, darating ang panahon na kahit wala kang internet connection, if you have been listening to the previous webinars, kahit wala po tayong internet connection or wala tayong load, as long as we are just connected through a signal, ma-access natin ang LMS for free. So that's why we have to train the teachers as early as now para pag dumating yung point na yun, edi easy na. Hasang-hasa na yung mga learners natin, pati yung mga teachers natin. So we just have to be optimistic about this thing. So
Yes.
have I answered the question?
Yes, truth, sir. I just like to add this one because I'm not on the side of any party here. It's good to have this one be introduced to our teachers and our students because with or without pandemic, we need to rise, right? there is a call for
Oh,
digital
yes.
rise PH. So we
Yes.
must not just consider this as a move for this new normal, because I refuse to romanticize new normal, but we should consider this as a step closer, or as a step for us to have this digital revolution, right? So I think that would
Yes, that's
answer
true.
the queries of most of our
And
people.
after all, we are not just preparing for the online modality. There are also preparations for the development of the printed module. So that's why everyone, so totoo yung tagline na education for all. So everyone is being accommodated in this new
There are,
normal.
yes,
So
they
sana
actually
po
have a lot of
maintindihan po
options
yan
to
ng
choose
lahat.
from.
Opo,
Yes,
yes.
ayun po. So, any question pa po ba from our viewers?
Okay, I think wala meron pa meron okay, a reply from Sir Daniel
From Sir
Oseviano.
Daniel.
Thank you, witty Sir Kim, with your partner. Hello, hosts. Galing, galing.
Ayan, thank you so much, sir, for
Hi, Sir
listening.
Dan.
Hmm.
Ayan, meron pa ba? Okay po. Ayan. So, baka wala na. Na-answer na siguro nila because it was well explained by Sir Kim and Sir Zephyrus. Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, again, Sir Kim Ravida and Sir Zephyros John Laguardia, maraming salamat po sa pakikiisa dito sa ating simulation, at naway gabayan po kayo, at naway maging gabay rin po kayo sa ating mga kapwa po teachers. Okay po?
Yes po, sir. Thank you so much
Thank you.
and magandang hapon.
Okay, and now, habang hinihintay natin, or well, I think they are actually ready right now. So help me welcome on the screen our fourth and last presenter, Ma'am Carol Junsonsona of Emilio J. Estipona National High School.
Hello, everyone. I am Carol Johnson-Sona, a TVL faculty from Emilio J. Isipona National High School, together with Ma'am Blessica Morana, a TLE faculty from Emilio J. Isipona National High School. And for today, we will show you a demonstration teaching using the online synchronous modality using the LMS for the subject food processing NC24 grade 11. So, Ma'am Blessica, please share your screen now.
Okay, done, ma'am.
Okay, Blessica, how are you doing?
I'm good, ma'am.
Are you now ready for our weekly online class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, since you are now ready, we are going to start our lesson now. And Blessica, please click our course, the Food Processing NC24 grade 11.
Okay, done, ma'am. Just wait for a while.
Okay.
Okay.
Once you have accessed our course, please click on the preliminaries and then please click the prayer.
Heavenly Father, we praise and glorify your name. We humbly ask your guidance throughout the day. May you give my students the wisdom to understand today's lesson, and that I may be able to do mine as well. We are grateful to have a chance to partake the fullness of life, and most of all to do good and give service to mankind. Amen.
Amen. Father, Son, Holy
Father,
Spirit.
Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. So, before we will formally start our lesson today, we will have first our attendance. Oh, very good. Everyone is present. And at this point, Blessica, please read our classroom rules and regulation.
Our classroom rules and regulations, we have the Carol Virtues. C stands for courteousness, A for active participation, R for respect, O for obedience, and L for love for learning.
Very good, Blessica. So, always bring with you the Carol virtues once you are inside our class. So C for courteousness, A for active participation, R for respect for one another, O for obedience, and L always have the love for learning. So thank you, Blessica. And now just click the next activity, Blessica. Okay. So, Blessica, what is our previous lesson?
Our previous lesson, ma'am, is all about occupational safety and health standards, or OSHS.
Yeah, that's right, Blessica. So, our previous lesson is all about the occupational safety and health standards. So, what is this OSHS all about? Blessica, please share to the class what is the meaning of occupational safety and health standards.
Occupational safety and health standards refers to a set of rules issued by DOLE, or Department of Labor and Employment, which mandates the adoption and use of appropriate practices, means, methods, operations, or processes and working conditions reasonably necessary to ensure safe and healthful employment.
Okay, so the Occupational Safety and Health Standards is also known as the Republic Act 11058, which mandates all industries and employers to follow the DOLE mandate, which is to adopt and use the appropriate practices, means, methods, operations, and processes and working condition that will help the employees to be prevented from hazards and risk in the workplace. Okay, so Blessica, as food processing employees in the future, what are you going to do in order to maintain safety when you are working in an industrial plant?
Always wear your PPE, ma'am, and of course follow the rules and regulations to avoid hazards in the workplace.
Okay, very good, Blessica. So, give examples of PPE that we are going to use as food processing employees.
For the PPE, we will use the hairnet or hair cap, lap gown or apron, gloves, safety shoes, and goggles, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Kasi nga, ang iba't ibang workplace ay may iba't iba ring mga PPE for the food processing employees. So, ang ating mga PPE na gagamitin ay ang lab gown or apron, the mask, the hand gloves, and the hair net. Okay. Very good, Blessica. And now, let's proceed to our lessons objectives for today. So, Blessica, please read our content standard and performance standard.
Content standard. The learner demonstrates understanding on food processing by sugar concentration. Performance standard. The learner independently performs the method of food processing by sugar concentration.
So, we are now in our core competency 3 in food processing in situ, which is process food by sugar concentration. So, for our content standard, the learner demonstrates understanding on food processing by sugar concentration. And then for our performance standard, the learner independently performs the method of food processing by sugar concentration. So we all know that in processed food by sugar concentration, there are 6 different types of food products under it. So, Blessica, ano yung mga iba't ibang food products under sugar concentration?
Ang mga iba't ibang products po ay jam, jelly, marmalade, candied fruit, fruit preserves, and fruit paste, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, since natakel na natin ang 5 food products under sugar concentration, ang lesson natin ngayon ay all about fruit paste or the fruit pastil.
Pastil.
So, ang fruit pastil ay merong dalawang paraan ng pagluluto. Ang isa yung niluluto at ang isa yung hindi na niluluto. So, ang niluluto na fruit pastil ay ang ginagamitan ng liquid or fresh milk. At ngayon, ang ating lesson ay ang pagluluto ng no-cook fruit pastil. So, pakibasa, Blessica, sa ating mga specific objectives.
First, familiarize the steps in making no-cook fruit pastil. Second, perform the correct process of making no-cook fruit pastil. And third, appreciate the importance of following the correct procedure in making no-cook fruit pastil.
Thank you, Blessica. So, ang ating lesson ay nakabase sa ating LO4 ng processed food by sugar concentration na cooked sugar concentrates. So, magluluto na tayo ngayon ng ating fruit pastil. So, Blessica, please click the next activity.
Okay, ma'am, done.
Blessica, what can you see in the screen?
I can see sweet delicacy. It's very colorful, ma'am, and it's one of the ingredients is sugar.
Yeah, that's correct. But since the title of our motivational activity is Pictionary, okay, Blessica, please read the descriptions below.
It is a sweet candy with succulent flavor of milk. This candy can be cooked or uncooked depending on how you process it. Its flavor may consist of a fruity twist.
So, Blessica, can you guess what is the sweet candy with succulent flavor of milk and a candy that can be cooked or uncooked depending on how you process it? And its flavor may consist of a fruity twist. So, what might be the correct answer, Blessica, for our activity?
I will put my answer, ma'am, in the box below.
Please key in your answer in the box. So, what's your answer, Blessica?
Pastil.
Okay, the pastil or the pastillas. Okay. Please click submit all and finish, Blessica.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, very good. You get the correct answer. So it is pastil. So moving on to our next activity, Blessica, please go to our next activity. So for our analysis, we are going to answer the what if questions. So Blessica, please read.
What if?
Okay.
Before we start our discussion about processing fruit pastil, imagine the different what ifs that might happen when preparing it. Share your responses to the class and learn together by solving these what if cases.
Okay, so you're going to think of a what if incident that might happen when preparing our activity, and you're going to share it to the class. your insights. So, Blessica, meron ka na bang naisip na what if question?
Yes, ma'am.
So, please share to the class kung ano ang naisip mo na what if question for our activity.
What if hindi tama yung pag-measure ko sa ingredients po, ma'am?
Okay, that's a great insight. So, what if kulang ang iyong mga ingredients? So, what might
Yes.
happen to your output?
Output.
Okay, so mamaya we will learn together kung ano ang mangyayari if kulang ang iyong mga ingredients. So that's great, Jessica. So let's move on to our next activity.
Okay.
So we have here the different terms. So, Jessica, pakibasa kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng fruit paste or the fruit pastil.
Fruit paste or fruit pastil is prepared by boiling mashed fruit pulp with sugar to form a semi-solid mass which is moldable enough to shape into pastil and has a homogeneous consistency. Fruits which are unshapely but not spoiled may still be used for this purpose.
Okay, so the difference between the 6 types of food products under sugar concentration is ang pag-process sa kanila or ang pagluluto sa kanila. So, for the case of fruit paste, ang fruit paste daw ay niluluto through boiling of the mashed fruit pulp together with the sugar until magiging moldable sila or they can be formed into different shapes. So, ang fruit pastil or ang mga pastillas normally ay gawa sa prutas. Pero ang fruit pastil na ating nakasanayan na ngayon ay gawa na sa gatas. So, ang pastillas na ating kinasanayan ngayon na nag-originate pa siya sa Bulacan ay it is made from milk and combined with sugar at niluto and na-reach na nila ang kanilang consistency na formable na sila into balls. So yun na ang ating kinasanayang pastillas. So dito, sinasabi daw na ang fruits which are unshapely but not spoiled may still be used for this purpose. So ang ibig sabihin, yung mga overripe fruits na hindi naman sira, pwede rin natin gamitin para ma-preserve at para maging fruit paste. So next, ang food safety.
Food safety refers to routines in the preparation, handling, and storage of food meant to prevent foodborne diseases and injury.
So, food safety. Since magluluto tayo ngayon, dapat isaalang-alang natin ang inyong kaligtasan. So, we should observe safety, food safety at all times. Kasi nga, kakainin natin ang inyong mga output or inyong ititinda sa ibang tao ang inyong mga output. So, kailangan i-observe talaga natin ang food safety in order to prevent foodborne diseases and injuries. And next, the food handling.
Food handling. Any aspect of the operations in the preparation, transport, storage, packaging, wrapping, exposure for sale, service, or delivery of food.
So, any aspects of the operation in the preparation, transport, storage, packaging, wrapping, exposure for sale, service, or delivery of food ay tinatawag na food handling. So, ang lahat-lahat ng mga aspeto sa paggawa, especially sa food industry, ay tinatawag na food handling. So, next, ang PPE.
PPE or personal protective equipment are protective gears or clothing which are designed to protect the wearer's body from hazards.
Okay, very good. So, Ang PPE ay ang mga protective gears or clothing which are designed to protect the wearer's body from hazards. So next, productivity.
Productivity, the effectiveness of productive effort or fruitfulness.
So, ang result ng pag-wear ng proper PPE ay ang higher productivity. So, marami tayong output and hindi tayo absent palagi sa ating work kung we are always following the correct guidelines of the OSHS, which is to wear the proper PPE and observe proper food handling and food safety. Okay. So, Blessica, meron bang katanungan about our unlocking of terms?
None so far, ma'am.
Okay. Since walang katanungan, let's proceed to our next activity. Paki-click, Blessica.
Okay, ma'am.
So, we have here our procedures in making the no-cook fruit pastil. So, ang fruit pastil daw is also known as pastillas de leche or pastiema, a milk-based confectionery with origins in the town of San Miguel in Bulacan, Philippines. So, dito sa Pilipinas, nag-originate ang pastilya sa San Miguel, Bulacan. So, ang paggawa ng no-cook fruit pastil ay nasa 15 minutes lamang, depending on gaano kadami ang inyong gagawin. So, depending on the volume of your ingredients. So, meron akong video na ipapakita sa iyo, Blessica, kung paano ginagawa ang ating fruit pastil. Okay, Blessica, please click the video. Good day, students. This afternoon, we are going to have our demonstration on how to make the no-cook fruit pastil. But before doing our activity, be sure that you are wearing your proper PPE. You should wear your hairnet, apron, face mask, and your hand gloves. Okay, are you ready, students? Here are the ingredients in making our no-cook fruit pastil. First, we have our buttermilk. And then, we have our white sugar. But we prefer to use the confectioner or the powdered sugar. Next, the fruit. In case you don't have available fruits in your homes, you can also use this one, the flavored condensed milk. So we have here the buko pandan flavored condensed milk, and we have the chocolate flavored condensed milk, and the plain condensed milk. So if you want to add fruits in your pastillas, you are going to combine it with the regular flavored condensed milk. Here are the steps in making the no-cook fruit pastil. First, we have to mess and toss. Mess and toss means to put things in order before starting the activity. Next, if we have the fresh fruit, we are going to wash it and open it and mash the fruits and set aside. Next is to sift the buttermilk. We need to sift the buttermilk in order to remove the impurities. After sifting the buttermilk, combine the condensed milk to the mango and fruit mixture.
demonstration, we are going to apportion the buttermilk into three. Since we don't have fresh fruits, we are going to use the flavored condensed milk in order to have varieties in our fruit pastilles. Be sure to estimate the correct ratio of the condensed milk and buttermilk mixture. You can also knead this one as if you're making a dough. But be sure that your hands are clean for hygiene and sanitation purposes. After doing the bukpandan mixture, we are now ready to make our chocolate pastille. Be sure to estimate the condensed milk and the amount of powdered milk that you're going to make. If you are doing pastillas for businesses, it is very good that you are making your pastillas into different variations. You can also mix the ingredients with your hands, provided you're wearing your hand gloves and your hands are clean. Mix them until well blended. At this point, we are now going to make our regular flavored pastil. So again, I would emphasize that you should estimate the condensed milk and the amount of your powdered milk in order to achieve your desired consistency. But our recipe has a standard ratio of 1 kilo buttermilk is to 1 can of condensed milk. So, if your ingredients are only small, you are going to reduce the amount of other ingredients. And if you want that you're going to make, for example, a 2 kilo pastillas, you're going to double the ingredients. Again, you can use your hands in mixing, but be sure to wear a hand gloves. Mix them until you have reached your desired consistency of your fruit pastel. Just always remember that the characteristics of a good pastil is soft, chewy, and sweet. After reaching your desired consistency, you are now ready to pack your fruit pastil. Now we're ready to pack our fruit pastil or the pastillas. First, we're going to form them into balls and then coat it with confectionery or the powdered sugar. After that, put them into the glassine paper. We can also use white sugar in coating our pastillas, but It is nice that we are going to use a powdered sugar because the white sugar will easily moisten. After putting the pastillas in the glassine paper, now they are ready to be wrapped with water cellophane. You can also make any shape as you desire. And now here is our finished product. Always remember to observe food safety while performing our cooking activity. And I hope you like it. So, Blessica, what can you say about the video?
The video shows the step-by-step procedures in making the fruit pastel, ma'am, and I think it's easy to make fruit pastel.
Yeah, that's very easy, Blessica. And for now, let's have our hands-on demonstration for the no-cook fruit pastel. So, Blessica, are you now ready for your hands-on demonstration?
Yes, ma'am.
So, but before that, we will first read the rubrics for our activity. Okay, Blessica, please click the next activity.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, done, ma'am.
So, here are the rubrics for our hands-on activity. So, the students will be graded using the performance rubrics below. So, for the dimension, number 1, dapat you should have a complete and accurate ingredients. So, that is 10 points.
10
And then,
points.
number 2, application of procedures, 20 points. So, dapat mag-follow kayo sa tamang procedure sa paggawa ng no-cook fruit pastil. And then number 3, the observance of safety work habits. Dapat always observe safety while performing the activity. So that's 10 points. And number 4, observation of 5S of good housekeeping, 10 points. So Blessica, are you now ready for your hands-on activity?
Yes, ma'am.
So Blessica, I am giving you 10 minutes to perform your hands-on activity. So, Blessica, you can start now.
Okay, ma'am.
This is how you're going to make pastillas. But first, make sure you're wearing your PPE. Here are the ingredients and materials to be used. For the ingredients, buttermilk, white sugar, condensed milk, buko pandan flavor. We don't have any fresh fruits, that's why we substitute it with this condensed milk. Glassine paper and water cellophane. For the materials, you have mixing bowl, sifter, plastic gloves, and plates. And this is my final output.
Let's answer first the different questions. So please click the next activity.
Okay, done, ma'am.
So, Blessica, we're going to answer number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So, Blessica, what are the different steps in making no-cook fruit pastil?
The different steps in making no-cook fruit pastil: first, you do mise en plat. Next, you sift the buttermilk. Combine the buttermilk with the condensed milk. Then mix it together. After that, you mold the mixture in your desired consistency. Then wrap it in a glassine paper and water cellophane, ma'am.
Okay, check. Your answer is correct. And then number 3, why is it important to observe proper food handling when performing cooking activity?
It's very important to observe proper food handling for sanitation, and we are talking about food, so sanitary measures should be observed.
Okay, that's correct, Jessica. So, if we are cooking or if we are into food business, dapat we should always observe proper food handling in order to avoid foodborne diseases and other risks. Okay, number 4, Blessica, why is there a need to follow correct procedures when doing this activity?
It is necessary to follow correct procedures for us to come up with the accurate output in our activity, ma'am.
Yes, very good. That's correct, Blessica. So in order to have a quality output, we must always follow the correct procedures, especially when we are doing our cooking activity. And then for number 5, please read, Blessica, and answer.
Number 5, as a food processing student, what is the most significant learning that you get from our lesson? The most significant learning I get from our lesson, ma'am, is it is very helpful because it is a income generating lesson. So parang may sideline ako at makahelp din ako sa family ko because of this lesson, ma'am.
Yeah, that's right, Jessica. Especially now na mahirap ang buhay, so we all need sidelines. So yung mga mapagkakakitaan na mga negosyo. So ang food process, ang mga niluluto natin sa food processing ay talagang income generating at pwede ninyong gawing pangnegosyo. So isa na ang ating activity ngayon na no cook fruit pastil. So for number 1, what are the different ingredients in making no-cook fruit pastil. So, ang pastillas is made basically from milk combined with sugar and then niluto. And then, naging pastillas na sila. However, if you want to add fruits in your pastillas, you can do so as long as yung mga fruits na i-combine ninyo sa gatas ay magka-jive sila or pwede silang i-combine yung mga prutas na bagay na nilalagyan ng gatas because there are some fruits na pag hinahalo sila sa gatas ay nag-iiba na ang kanilang panlasa. So, that's it. The no-cook fruit pastil. And then, Jessica, meron ka pa bang ibang katanungan?
Wala na po, ma'am.
Okay, since wala na, i-reveal ko na ngayon ang score mo sa ating activity. For dimension 1, the using of accurate ingredients, you get 10 points. And for number 2, for following the correct procedures, you get 20 points. And for number 3, the observance of proper food safety, you get 10 points. And for the fourth dimension, now the observance of 5S of good housekeeping, you get 10 points. So overall, you get 40 points. Perfect, Jessica.
Wow.
Congratulations. So are you happy, Jessica?
Yes, ma'am. So happy.
Okay. So for now, let's move to our next activity. So paki-click dyan sa next activity, Jessica, which is ang ating reflection na wows and wishes.
Okay, ma'am, done.
Okay. So, ang ating wows and wishes, dapat susulat kayo ng at least 3 wows. So, ang mga wows, ang ilalagay ninyo dyan sa wows ay write at least 3 things that you love about our lesson. And for the wishes, write at least 3 things that you wish to improve on our lesson. So, Jessica, in a Word document, you're going to write your wows and wishes. And then, you submit it to me. Okay, Jessica? I am giving you 2 minutes to write your wows and wishes. Okay, are you done, Jessica?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please share to the class your wows and wishes.
Okay, here is my wows and wishes, ma'am. For my 3 wows, here.
Okay, for your wows, so ano ang isinulat mo sa wows? Ang
Income.
ating lesson ay?
Income generating lesson. Easy to make and delicious, and ingredients are available. Easily makita, ma'am. Madali lang mahanap.
Okay, that's great, Jessica. So I really appreciate that you love our lesson for today. How about your wishes?
For my wishes, I wish to be with my teacher when making this activity, ma'am, and more time, and I wish I have the correct materials as well.
Okay, so Jessica, I miss you so much. So to be with my teacher when making this activity. Oo nga. So in as much as I love to have a face-to-face classes with you, however, meron pa kasing pandemic, so hanggang online class na lang tayo for the moment. So,
yes,
please extend my gratitude to your parents na niloloadan kayo sa internet para at least every 1 week magkakaroon tayo ng online synchronous studies. So, thank you so much and
Thank
you
you,
wish for
ma'am.
more time. Oo nga, I wish we could have more time like the previous years. Kaya lang, Jessica, kung magtatagal tayo, wala na kayong pang-load. At baka magkaroon pa tayo ng online traffic. So, hanggang 1 hour na lang muna tayo. And then, hopefully, next time, we could have our experiment on the no-cook fruit pastil. Yung gagawa tayo using the iba't ibang materials and ingredients. So, but for now, thank you so much na na-appreciate mo ang ating lesson. So, did you like our activity for today, Blessica?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you learn something today?
Of course, ma'am.
Okay, that's good to hear, Blessica. So, meron ka pa bang mga questions?
Wala na po, ma'am.
Since wala nang katanungan pa si Blessica, so that ends our lesson for today and see you again on the next online class. And then please don't forget to answer your modules and submit it to me during Mondays. Okay? So, Blessica, bye for now and
bye, ma'am.
Sabay-sabay na tayong mag-log out in 1, 2, 3. Bye!
Bye.
All right, so to join us today, we present to you live on screen our fourth and last simulator, Ma'am Junie, Ma'am Carol June Sonsona, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My courtesy to our PSDS, Dr. Junito Ogalan, and to all the cluster heads in Cluster 6, especially to our principal, Sir Rudy Cayanong, and to all my supporters and my encouragers, the team bestie po na, thank you so much. And to all the ICT team, thank you so much. And to all the senior high school teachers of Cluster 6, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, glad to hear that one, ma'am. And ano lang po, ma'am, comment lang po, ma'am. I'm so inspired with your simulation po kanina kasi first and foremost, every time na makakakita ka ng opportunity, you always input virtues. And at the same time, you always imply on reading kasi nga po, well, importante pa rin yung pagbabasa kahit nasa grade 11 or 12 na yung bata. Tama po ba, ma'am?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And also po, yung video tutorial na ginawa niyo po is very clear and concise po. So, thumbs up po talaga.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Ma'am Carol June, could you please give us some advantages po or kahit konti lang po ng mga inputs, advantages, and setbacks po, especially na TVL specialized food processing po yung topic ninyo when accessing online or virtual classrooms po?
Yes, ma'am. So, for TVL, we don't have MELCs. Kaya ang ginagamit namin na basis is yung old CG natin, yung K-12 curriculum guide. And then, inalign na lang namin ang aming lesson sa TESDA training regulation since ang assessment partner ng DepEd is ang TESDA. So, our lesson is naka-anchor rin doon sa TESDA training regulation. And then, yung mga since marami yung mga competencies or mga contents na nakalagay doon sa previous CGs natin, ang ginawa lang namin ay pinili lang namin yung mga competencies na bagay na pwedeng maisali doon sa pang-assessment sa TESDA po.
Okay po, ma'am. Thank you for answering that question po. And ano po, konting tip, may maibabahagi po ba tayong tips natin for the other TVL teachers din po for senior high school?
My demonstration is only an experiment na kasi nga kung i-modular ang TVL, parang ang skills hindi mo na ma-impart. So, I decided na to come up with that at least once a week magkakaroon kami ng synchronized online class. However, di ba sabi kanina ni Sir Kim na if in case na maraming estudyante mo, hindi mo magagamit ang online synchronous studies. But for TVL, since hindi naman sila gaano marami, I would suggest na mga teachers is i-ano na lang sila, i-schedule by day kung sino yung pwedeng mag-online. para talagang ma-follow up ng teacher sa TVL ang skills if na-learn ba nila yung nasa module na mga skills ay in-impart ng teacher is na ano ba, na-learn ba ng mga estudyante kasi parang kung hindi talaga magkakaroon ng online synchronous ang mga TVL students kahit once a week lang parang mahirap i-follow up ang skills especially now na we're not allowed to have our face-to-face studies.
Exactly po. It's a big challenge po, di ba? Especially po sa inyo na more on psychomotor ang activities dapat makita para ma-assess po talaga na may na-learn yung bata, di ba po?
Oh, yes, ma'am. And then ngayon, dinidiscourage din yung mga activity na pagluluto sa bahay using fire. So, napakahirap talaga sa part sa mga TVL teacher, ma'am. That is why na we are encouraged to do a video na lang sa mga skills para i-share na lang sa mga estudyante. So, yun din ang mga challenges na na-face ko while doing this demonstration teaching is yung pag-video ng ang lesson. Kasi nga, I'm not really expert in video editing. Tapos ang video lang, ang file lang ng video na ma-post sa LMS is nasa 200 MB lang. So we really find some apps na pwede talaga mag-transcode sa video para talaga mapasok doon sa sa LMS. So nag-learn pa talaga kami ngayon, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. At minsan po, di ba, nadadamay pa yung mga anak, mga kapatid para mag-video, di ba?
Yeah.
So, parang may
Yeah,
support
that's it,
system
ma'am.
sa family. So, it's good, ma'am, to hear the insights or your experiences, the learnings. I think that would be a big help to our or to your fellow TVL teachers po. May additional pa po ba kayo na gustong sabihin sa ating mga viewers, ma'am, TVL teachers po?
Sa mga TVL teachers po, i-share ko lang na laban lang talaga tayo mga ma'am and sir kasi nga, di ba, from unpacking our CG and then from making our modules kasi nga wala din tayong available modules for TVL and then for videoing, for filming our skills. So talagang mas burden sa part sa mga TVL teachers ngayon ang new normal. Kaya lang for the love of our students and para sa bata at sa bayan and sulong edukalidad, we can do this together. Okay, ma'am? And then I would also like to express my gratitude sa mga taong tumulong sa akin kasi ma'am, hindi basta-basta talaga itong pag-demo teaching using the LMS. Oo, kasi nga hindi pa tayo marunong talaga on how to use this one, di ba? So talagang hindi pwede na ikaw lang talaga mag-isa. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank my principal na very supportive. And then yung master teacher 1 namin, Ma'am Karen Ann Bisaya, for doing the technical and editing ng DLP ko, lahat-lahat. Siya talaga ang gumawa. And then sa mga mga senior high school teachers sa cluster 6 na nag-encourage talaga sa akin, thank you so much, especially kay Doc Norman and Doc Darwin.
Yeah, Doc Norman and Doc Darwin.
And then sa lahat ng mga principals po, kay Ma'am Emmy, thank you so much. And then sa Team Estipona, thank you so much sa encouragement and support. And kay Sir David na nag-teach amin sa mga apps on how to transcode our video. And then sa ICT team ng Cluster 6, thank you so much.
Opo. Thank you, ma'am. Sir Jazz, parang marami-rami po tayong mga shoutouts ngayon.
Yes po, and all of those shoutouts ay para po kay Ma'am Carol. For example, from Sir Daniel O. Sevillano, ikaw na talaga Ma'am Carol, sulong edukalidad.
Yes, para sa bata, para sa bayan. Ayan, meron pa bang iba dyan? Still from Sir Daniel O. Sevillano, congrats Ma'am Blessy and Ma'am Carol. So Ma'am Blessy was our student, ma'am, right? Acting student.
Yes, ma'am. Si Ma'am Blessy Morana, TLE teacher din from Emilio J. Isipona National High School. Thank you, Ma'am Blessy kasi nga, natagalan kami pag-shoot until 12 midnight na. Thank you, Ma'am Bleng.
Okay po. Oh, meron pa po tayong isang shoutout dito from Karen Ann Visaya, LRJ or Lahi Rajud, Ma'am Carol Johnson Sona and Ma'am Bleng. Hats off.
Okay, Ma'am Karen and Visay was actually our former instructor in USAP Obrero. Hi, Ma'am Karen. Ayan. A master teacher of Emilio, Ma'am, or New Valencia?
Emilio J. Estepona National High
Emilio
School
J.
po.
National High School. Ayan. From Ma'am Mary Cor Garda Kivil. Congrats, Ma'am Carol and Ma'am Blair. Ayan. Naglalabasan na po sila lahat.
Okay, from
Sir?
Carmi Obok, great job, Ma'am Carol.
Mhm. Nakakagutom po yung demonstration niyo, Ma'am, kanina. From Ma'am Ann Taxon, congrats, Ma'am Carol. Ayan.
Thank you po.
Sir?
Oh, meron pa po from Maria Caroline Antipala, the best Miss Carol June Sunsona.
Ayan.
Baka meron pa.
Yung nakakataba ng puso, di ba, Ma'am? Parang sulit na sulit yung pagod at hirap sa pag-prepare, especially na yung mga technicalities. Ayan, bayad na bayad.
Yes,
Sulit
ma'am.
na
Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, maraming salamat po, Ma'am. Ayan. And lastly, from Korea ng Davao, wow, congrats, Ma'am. Ayan. Siguro mas
Okay.
highest pa naman. I mean, higher pa ng level. Wow, talaga, wow. Okay, so
Okay, that's it. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Ma'am Carol June El Sunsona.
of
Thank
Emilio
you.
J. Estepon National
Bye.
High. Thank you po. Okay, so sir,
Okay, and now to hear some of final message and some of words of inspiration, let us help us welcome Ma'am Ongkoy, CESE. Ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Master Six. Thank you very much for the assignment of yours for giving all your best this today from this morning and this afternoon. So the IS, junior high school and senior high school showcase their talents in the LMS, and I'm sure that the schools that you represent are very proud of your um, performance today. So congrats sa tanan. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagpakita sa inyong talent, sa inyong mga skills in spite of the difficulties, no? Especially in terms of internet connections and material seeking of necessary materials to support your lessons. So I am very proud that those selected teachers, as well as those who participated and supported in the simulation, giving all their best. Thank you very much for conquering your fear in showcasing your simulation at of this webinar. I just hope that all teachers will be able to um, uh, be able to do their lessons using the LMS in the upcoming opening of classes this August 24. So malapit na ang opening of classes natin. I just hope that all teachers are now prepared, no, in spite of the facing this pandemic. Marami tayong kinaharap na mga problema, but nevertheless, we still be inspired of having a, a, a what you call this profession that we have today. So tomorrow we still have so much in store for you. So all teachers and participants and viewers, sana panoorin niyo pa rin or mag-participate pa rin yung mga teachers sa ating webinar. Perhaps marami pa tayong mga topics na relevant para sa inyong preparation of the upcoming opening of classes. So I hope everybody will still, especially the production staff here, sa ako ang kilid napa sila very active pa kaayo. Walang bakas ng
mga walang
Walang
bakas
matulog.
ng mga kawalan ng enerhiya sa katawan. They're very inspired. No? I salute the production staff and the school head of Cluster 6 for giving all their best to make this webinar a successful one. So, congratulations again, simulators, and yung mga pretty na mga host na pretty
Yes
host
po.
na si 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 Christine, si Lucille, the twin sisters, no, very pretty,
Thank you po.
and the rest of the hosts, no, congratulations and thank you very much for being with us in this webinar. Thank you and mabuhay sila.
Okay, thank you po. Again, that was Ma'am Mary Ann Bioncoy, the principal of Biao National High School.
Thank
Also,
you.
oh, okay, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. We are exceedingly honored to have you here with us this afternoon. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, on the other hand, ma'am, we would also like to acknowledge our Cluster 6 Learning Management team, headed by our cluster supervisor, Dr. Janito Ogalan, and the Cluster 6 school heads, Cluster Subject Coordinators, Cluster 6 ICT team, production team, our simulators, our co hosts, and of course, our teacher participants all over Cluster 6. Thank you very much for faithfully tuning in into our 4-day cluster rollout training of trainers on learning management system. Pero wag mo natin kalimutan, meron pa po tayong day for bukas. And this time, before we formally end with the third day of our 4-day cluster 6 training of trainers on learning management system, we would like to remind everyone so please answer the training evaluation link to be projected on the screen. Dito po sa baba. Again, the training evaluation link is here down below. If you don't mind, try to answer it honestly. Ma'am?
Okay, thank you so much. Once again to our simulators for today's webinar, and we are inconceivably grateful of your presentation, of your simulation from the previous demonstration, the melks, everything, the examples, the presentation of LMS, as well as the participation of our students. So thank you so much po. And just Sir Jazz, mag-shout out po muna tayo since we're about to end our afternoon session. Na may gusto ka bang batiin, Sir Jazz?
Well, babatiin ko muna lahat ng mga nagko-comprise ng Cluster 6 Learning Management Team, pati yung mga ICT team natin, pati yung mga yung iba't ibang mga tao na sumusuporta sa atin dito for this 4-day webinar sessions.
Okay. Gusto ko lang pong batiin ang aming department, English Department, MCHS Department. We have Ma'am Ira de los Reyes, yung magandang host kanina. Okay po. Si Ma'am Priscilla Joy Fernandez, Ma'am Dada Sasuman, Ma'am Doreen, third grade 9 curriculum head, Ma'am Giselle Babarin, Sir July Kahate, sir, hi, and our former department head, Sir June Pepito Neri, which also happens to be one of the documentation team. Actually, he's our head. And my sister, Maria Lucille, and also we have Ma'am Marlena Pauyon, Ma'am May Bahian, our department and English department head, Ma'am Resi Simafranca, our master teacher, Ma'am Nancy Carpio de Santa Sarcos, and of course our father, the father in our English department, Sir Rolando Alcosaba. And also, sir, I would like to greet yung ISO team namin, kasi majority sa members namin po, Sir Left Just is sa senior high school. So yung kinwestiyon natin kahapon, si Ma'am Mira, she knows how we love to tease her by asking her questions kahit na alam natin yung answer, di ba? Simple na mga questions, but we just love to see her answering. So that's why. Hi, Ma'am Mira, and to Doc Norman Galabo, our management head team, ma'am, and also to our evaluation training head, Sir Darwin Pulido. Hi po, sir. Yes,
And
Sir
siya nga
Jack.
pala, yeah po. And siya nga po pala, thank you sa lahat ng ating mga participants na nanonood sa ating live session sa hapong ito. And I do hope na marami tayong napulot ng mga aral and as well as techniques sa pagtuturo online.
Yes, thank you for accepting the call, for accepting the challenge. But I bet you wouldn't consider this as a challenge, but a privilege, right? So that's it, sir. Sir Jazz.
Okay. Well, again, we will announcement lang po, meron tayong evaluation link dito sa ibaba. Paki-answer lang po honestly para ma-assess natin tong ating sessions, and next time baka merong mga magagandang suggestions na diyan na pwede natin gamitin on our future webinars kung meron pa.
Opo, yun po. So if you want, you may replay or review this recorded live broadcast for you to better understand, or just want to revisit the content. So that's it. So keep yourself or keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the shadow. Once again, this has been Maria Christine O. Mejias of MCHS and
Let's just be Cabales of MCHS saying,
kami malipayon nga kita nagtatambayayong.
daghang salamat.
Thank you, Cluster 6.
Maraming salamat po.
Hashtag sulong
#sulong
edukalidad.
edukalidad
Para sa bata,
para sa bayan.